One day, we'd been meeting for a very long time. He handed me a book and said, it was this ratty looking copy of this little paperback. And he said, you know, I realize I never mentioned to you that I once wrote a book. And and I'm looking at the cover of this book and seeing New York Times bestseller under the description. And he said, I think that you would really enjoy this because, you know, we've been articulating this in different ways, and I've been working on it for a long time.
He prayed this traditional Jewish prayer every night before going to bed. And he had studied Buddhism for 60 years and read the work of the great Christian mystics. It was the all. He was in deepest expanded connection with the sacred in everything, and found this language and this way to bring it real into our lives experientially.
I remember this. He said, for all the people who let me in, how can I not be a Jew? And he said to me, he said, I'm Jewish, but God isn't. When he would talk about, he referred to God as being the whole big show. That was one of the ways he expressed it with me.
Gene taught by his being. He exuded focusing. He exuded love and acceptance and warmth and humility. He exuded a safety that I think is very, very rare still.
God isn't Jewish. The town was not just focusing. He wanted people to learn at least 5 different practices and then work to weave the connections between them. This practice of what he called interhuman attention.
Amazed by his thinking and by the way, not only by the way he did it, but by the way he taught us how to think and sense and live from there. And wow, so I want to celebrate this and all you people that have been there and taking his work further.
In my simplistic understanding, I feel like because in Indian philosophy, we feel that we are all part of divinity in some aspect of that lives in us. So Gene kind of concretized and gave us a way of accessing that through focusing.
He allows me to hold complexity. It's an evolving thing for me to really slowly be able to have how complex things really are for me.
I feel like I don't know, it's like I've not met Gene, but I've met you, and that's only because of Gene.